Okay, so what's going on for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, significant placements in natal chart, please? Let's check in the energy. What's going on for Libras? You're being called to something, perhaps to end something. Something could be workplace oriented. Take it how it resonates. You could have discovered something in a project, perhaps, or something mismatches something, and you're guided to be aware of it. Someone here could be shedding tears or something. Or even for somebody, it's tears of happiness because you're lucky, you're happy to finally you could have gained something. Gained some type of awareness or gained some type of pleasure. Take it how it resonates. In some type of mismatch, you finally gained the awareness, and Spirit is guiding you towards it, towards this awareness. And it feels like there's some type of pleasure there, because it's like good for your soul in a sense. You finally feel like something has the truth to it. Yeah, I'm telling, you could have felt mismatched, you could have felt misguided here, but something gave you awareness. Damn, I'm seeing for somebody you could literally sign marriage documents that you're divorcing. For somebody here, for some Libras, you could be like, yeah, it's time to let it go. It could be like, okay, the flowers have wilted, I'm done, I'm free, you know? And you could be pursuing some type of new pleasure. This feels like heart's pleasure, something that brings you joy, some new adventure in the sense of hobbies, perseverance, something that you like to do. This feels like some new type of pathway in your playful sense of life, in pleasure sense of life, like giving you some type of nourishment, fulfillment. It feels like a hobby, some type of artsy passion, something nice as a hobby for yourself in your life that you like to do. You're changing these like currents in your life and you're pursuing what feels pleasurable, good for you, you know? It's like, it feels like you're done, you're rewriting those stars. You are rewriting your story. You're bringing something new to it. I'm saying like, as a sign here, I'm saying Carrie Bradshaw, walking freshly in New York City, like with new inspiration, finding some new joy, something, and it feels fresh. It feels like pink color, you know, like fresh, springly energy. It feels like you finally have gained determination and courage to actually, not some harsh movement, but it's like giving up and getting into new pathway of joy or pleasure, you know, for your own fulfillment, for your own well-being. It's like you're starting a fresh new path, Libra. You could have been held back by something before, but this is more like your anxious thoughts in parents, okay? You're stepping into new realm of freshness. It's like you're taking that last corn and like throwing it out. You don't need it anymore. It feels like with this again, like Aphrodite sense of, yeah, beauty, pleasure, self-fulfillment, and this feels like you're gaining some type of trusting new environments and trusting yourself that you can pursue some type of path, and you're gaining new moments, new momentum, new courage, new firm experiences here. Something with beauty and trust, self-nourishment again. Yeah, Libra, you're bringing new passion for yourself. You're literally like, fuck it, I'm going to persevere what I want, whatever I want. You know, like, I feel like you're stepping into new level of self-nourishment. It's literally the emphasis of this reading. And like, a new courageous passion for, I'm hearing beauty condoned. Some type of beauty could have been condoned. And you're like, no, I'm getting out of here. I'm walking out of here. I'm doing this for myself and I'm going to nourish myself. I'm going to nourish the stuff that I create, my projects, my well-being. Okay? Yeah, that's the emphasis here. Like you're nourishing your own self in new livelihood, new perseverance. Yeah, some of you could have gained some new knowledge as therapists, like psychoanalytics, something about cord cutting and understanding your patterns, something that brought you pain, perhaps some arguments, something about maybe even people leeching off of you, right? And familial patterns, something like that, generational curses for somebody even, okay, like feminine curses where you were misspelled, you were made feel inferior, etc., like black sheep and blah, whatever, this type of stuff. And you learn that you don't have to cling or hold too hard onto friends, onto your circle. You can literally go, you can like leave, and then you can come back, something about that, right? You can gain freedom for your own self-expression, for your own hobbies, for your own mechanisms, and you're feeling more courageous to leave now. And cord cut and not be interfering in that stuff, not feel like you gotta like cling, onto them, not feeling like you owe maybe something to them, and you feel more free now. It feels like, oh, so you could do that, right? And yeah, something wise could have instructed you or told you something that you can do. You could have heard some, yeah, third eye resonating. You could have heard some wisdom and you're like, oh, so you can do that, like that type of sense. Okay, I'm getting you could have assassinated your character. This gives me, I'm not gonna lie, this kind of gives me people-pleasing energies that you could have tried to enmesh into the group and just please other people, be like, okay, I'll be the confidant in type of sense, I'll be here as a helpful hand, I'll be just like a part of the group sort of consensus, and you could have assassinated your own character this type of way, and you're basically being like, oh, but you could do this, and with something that you learned, right? And now Libra, I feel like you're roaming free now. Roaming free, Libra. You'll feel more free with your productivity, your creation, Libra. You'll feel literally like liberty, right? You'll feel like you're roaming on your wings. You don't feel as chained anymore as you used to feel in a commune, in other people's circle, in friends circle, wherever, Libra. You'll feel more free, and you are inspired, you can do something for yourself, and you actually have that courage now because you don't feel those chains anymore as you used to feel because of some type of consensus that was within you, the thought pattern that could have assassinated your character in a sense, right? You don't feel that anymore. You're like, now I'm roaming free, now I'm free, and I can have this sense of nourishment, flourishing for myself, right? Feeling like they can't really like manipulate you anymore, Libra, and they low-key pissed that they can't get something out of you. Feels subtle, feels low-key. They are like, okay, that makes situations more difficult, but actually now, Libra, you are basically gaining new type of opportunity. You are opening the new type of chapter, new type of book for yourself, for your own, flourishing your own agenda, and basically for your own projects, and you're like, so I have this there's going to be something new coming in, either opportunity or some new one project that's coming in, or, yeah, something connected to... You're not hiding your true self more, like Libra, okay? You're not projecting these insecurities onto other people, or other people projecting onto you, you clinging on to them, people-pleasing agenda, trying to please other people, trying to, like, sort of, like, enmesh with the group, with the friends, whatever. You're like, no, screw it. You're like, nah. I'm going to go and work on my stuff that I like, my little flowers on the paper. I'm gonna do this and that. This is what I like. That's what I'm gonna do. This is for you, Libra. The sort of libertine type of sense of self and new flourishing. Okay, that's for you. Yeah. So I hope this resonated. Thank you for being here. And if you want a private reading, I'm available for bookings. Please message me. The email is in the description box below. Thank you for coming here. Bye, Libra placements. Bye-bye.